back to another video. When I'm nervous, sometimes I talk in a weird accent, so sorry about that. Hi, I'm Joanna Raven. Thank you so much for being here. You guys really like these long classes, so I'm here to deliver. Today we have another 60-minute, what I consider a traditional barre class. So how I was trained, just classic formatting, full body, simple equipment. I'm using 5-pound weights because I figure everybody has that, and of course our trusty Pilates ball. Okay? I think that's all you need to know. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Take some space, just roll the shoulders up and back, like you're really stressed out, and then you're not. You're like, thank goodness that we're here, ready to move. It's gonna feel good. I'm showing up for myself. Full arm circles, just 4 of them. 4. Again, taking space wherever you are, living room, kitchen. Take your hands to your hips. Start me a little march. Left foot, right foot. And I'm just pointing my feet, kind of springing my foot off the floor. Let's get a little bit bigger. Knees, knees. Take your hands to your shoulders. We're gonna press up. Push, push. Getting the heart rate lifted just a little bit. That blood pumping, those endorphins kicking. Rest. Same push, just out to the side. I want you to think about lengthening your joints. You're like, get away from me, negativity. I don't need you. Same push, but to the ground, like a little tricep extension. Press, 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 push. Good. Last time, out to the front, just straight forward to the chest. Good. 5 more. We're gonna pick up just 1 weight today. 3, 2, 1. Grab 1 weight. Got a crazy arm doing somewhere. Weight is at your chest. Soft knees. I just want you to exhale and push the weight out, in. So naturally, without overthinking it, as you push your weight away from you, you're contracting a little bit through your core. This is just to warm up the shoulders before we take 2 weights. Good. Same thing overhead. Press and down. And just be aware of like what's going on through your ribs. I have a tendency to arch my back and splay a little bit. So as we're warming up those joints, just a little awareness to the center. Good. Back out about halfway. We're just going to twist and rotate. Twist. Again, no bellies out. Pull everything in. Lengthen your tailbone. Like you had a little weight attached to the tailbone and it's dragging it down. A little faster. Switch, switch. Arms are nice and long. You're just starting to feel a little burn here. Like, oh, okay. Wait a minute. There it is. I feel it. Okay, we're going to pick up 2 weights in 3, 2, 1. Both weights. Shoulders are a little warm. You're welcome. Palms forward, just give me a nice sweeping reach and pull. So to me, even a classic barre class that isn't weird on formatting. Hold on, am I losing my, yeah, keep going. Look, I have my wires tucked into my bra. They're coming out. Unprofesh. Okay, keep going. We're gonna add a little bit of a leg here. Anyway, I was saying even traditional barre should be hard. You're gonna take a step to the right, and pull, left. I like to get fun sometimes with formatting, switching things up, make it a little more dynamic than like your traditional barre. But whatever style you're doing, it should provide like just the right amount of challenge where you're like, this is fun, doable, but I still got a good workout. Okay, 4 more. Reach your arms out as long as possible. And I'm doing just the tiniest bit of hinge just to absorb that in my shoulders. Stay with your left foot behind you and hold. Give me a little pulse. Hinge a little deeper into the hips. Keep the elbows pulsing up. We're gonna turn the palms to face one another and then turn the palms to face the body. So the elbows are gonna go out wide a little bit. We're gonna take a single wide row here. Up and down. Exhale, inhale. Now I'm gonna shift my weight to the front leg. I'm gonna take the back foot to coupe. And I'm gonna start to sweep that back leg to attitude. So chest stays really open here. Elbows wide. And we're mirroring the turnout that's happening in the lower body. 2, 1. You know we're gonna pulse. 8 counts. 8, 7. No hiking through the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both weights to your left hand. Left foot back. Give me a nice sweeping single arm row. I love these so much. It's like you're starting a lawnmower. I love to mow the lawn. It's weird. And I especially love to start the lawnmower. I just feel powerful. I can do man chores too. All right, a few little pulses here. 8, 7. Again, we're gonna shift the body weight forward to find a little balance. Back to singles. Lift the back leg if you can. Lift, lower. Inhale, exhale, inhale. So we're just gonna stay nice and singular here. We have 4 more. We'll roll our shoulders back and hit that other side. No, I lied to you. We should pulse. Give me 8, 7, 6. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You want a challenge there. 3, 2, 1. Weights back to the hands. Roll your shoulders. Back to reach and pull. Reach, pull, reach. This time we're gonna start to the left. So step to the left, left, down. Now, our theme today, I think it should be that anytime we have a repeat, like a second side or a second iteration of something, promise me that your mindset is gonna be like way better than the first time. And that's up to you. It's just a choice. You're like, frick yeah! I have another chance to do this. I'm really feeling it this time. It's a good way to approach multiple sets. Okay, so you're gonna end with your right leg behind you this time. Hold, back to that little pulse. Palms face, and then palms face the body. Wide elbows. Single wide row, up and down, up, down. So second time we've done this as well, you're like, my back, ooh, really feeling the gains. If you can, shift your body weight forward, take that little coupe, up and down we go. I love adding in a little compound whenever I can. Just makes your time more worthwhile, you know? Down. Little pulses. Give me 8. Can you point your foot? Make a nice shape back there with your attitude. 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights to the right hand. Right leg back. Nice flowing single arm row. And let's talk technique for a second. Weights to the hip changes things rather than weights to the ribs. So if I take weights to the ribs, my shoulder automatically hikes. I don't love that. So pull it back behind. Little pulse. Give me 8. Balance time. Shift the weight forward. Float the leg up. Add the leg. Lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Find your focus here on the floor. 4 more. 4. Core is working. 3. Ooh, that's my balance. All right, final set of 8 pulses. You get your elbow really high. I'm running into my mic pack here on the side of my body. But get your elbow as high as it'll go. 3, 2, 1, and release. My back is feeling it. Ooh. All right, let's finish out our warm-up, our ab section. Give me a little demi-plie here. So like a small first position, squeeze the heels together. Find a little demi-plie. In the center, it's hard. So you gotta stare weirdly at something. Heads of the weights to the inside of the thighs. We're gonna start with a little hammer curl. Up for 2. Up, 2. We're starting slow so that you don't fall over. Oh, I feel my cord escaping again. Yeah, there it is. Keep going. Up, 2, down, 2. The boobs aren't holding it in. What the heck, girls? A little faster. Curl and down. So take a moment for your posture. Once you've established like a good tempo for your bicep curl, just make sure you're not doing anything weird with your butt. Okay, I gotta focus. Get it together, Joanna. All right, 90 degrees, little pulse. So you wanna check that you're right at 90 with the arms, otherwise this is gonna be easy. Keep the pulse, turn the palms up, and open. Remember, your heels don't have to be high at all. I'm at like a 45-degree opening with the arms. One little bicep curl, one little plie. Little curl, little plie. Very traditional bar set here. Focusing on those little isometric movements and your balance. Good, just the arms. Give me 8, 7. Can you get a little lower to isometrically hold in the hips and the legs? We're gonna do a little reach and pull, much smaller than we did in our little lunge crossover set that we just finished. Good, alternate, this time 1 out, 1 half bicep curl, up, down. This takes a little bit of time to accrue the tension and the fatigue that you want in your arms, so do not come out of this. We have to kind of build it from the ground up. Okay, a little faster, a little reach and pull. Reach, curl, reach, curl. Shoulders are down, glue those heels together. Ooh, I have to tuck my tailbone under. 4, under, 3, under. 2 more, 2. 1. Now leave your arms out just a little bit. Reach them a little away from the body. Find that little pulse through those thighs. Down, down. All right, you got 8 more singles, 8 triplets, and we're officially done with our standing upper body. We got a few planks and push-ups, and we're moving on. Down for 3. It's 2, 3, a little up. A few little shakes. Keep that tension on your biceps. 4 more. Can you get a little lower? Give me a try. 3, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stand. Shake it out. Set your weights to the side. Let's come down to a high plank position. Whew. Get everything underneath you. Get settled. All right, little marches, right knee, left knee. Twist it out right away. Twist, twist, twist. One more side just like that. Center for 3, 2, twist it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just hold and breathe for a moment. Push your hands and feet into the floor. Little lift through the abs, release, little lift. This can also be perceived as a protraction, retraction through the shoulder blades. It's subtle, up and down and up. Now try not to drop your knees. We're gonna come down to the forearms. Hold, don't drop your knees, don't do it. Hip dips, nice and loose, right and left, right. Take a nice deep breath. You're feeling athletic, you're feeling good, you're feeling strong. You got 8, 7. Think of a nice happy little rainbow all the way up and over. 3, 2, 1, and drop the knees. A moment for your shoulders, stretch back. Okay, not a lot of push-ups here, okay, I promise. Let's take a diamond position first. On your toes, not your knees, okay? Even if you're like, what are we doing diamond push-ups? They're little. Okay, so zip everything in, just a little bend and a little press. In fact, if you're really good at these, for some reason, I want you to restrict yourself. Good, a little faster, we're gonna go accent up, so push, push, push. You should feel shoulders and triceps. 10, 9, 8, you can do it, keep it small. 6, 5, 4, it burns the arm so good. 2, 1, rest. Oh my gosh. Okay, tricep push-ups is gonna finish us out. Narrow grip, rotated in with the elbows so that they go straight back. Tops of the knees, singles right away, down and up, down. We're harnessing all that energy. Don't give yourself a second to poop out yet. 4, 3, squeeze your booty, shoulders down, get as deep as you can go, push it back. Look at me giving you a break. Okay, we got one more set of those. Shake your arms out, everything's good. Okay, back in, narrow grip. This time we're gonna do accent up. So I want you to hug those elbows, drop as low as you can, just 8, we're done. 8, down, 7. Sometimes changing our accent really changes the way the work is done. 4, 3, push, 2, 1. That last one was a struggle in a good way. All right, shake your arms out. We're officially moving on to lower body. We're gonna start with some calf work. Grab some water. Okay, no equipment needed for this first part. Whatever you're using for a bar, 2 hands on it. Yay. I'll just face this way. So 2 hands on the bar, shoulders back. I don't want a loose butt for this. So pull your sit bones together and then lift and get a nice posture there. Lift and lower. I'm gonna give you some options. You can be like hip distance apart or all the way zipped up. Sometimes I like it zipped up. To be honest, it just kind of hurts my bunions because I have massive bunions from ballet. So it just smashes those together. A little faster, up and up. So I'm gonna separate my feet a little bit. Personal choice here. Up and hold. Push your arches over. Lower down, push. So this is not like a half-hearted movement. Double time, just 16, 15, 14, 13. You're feeling that calf, that constant tension working. Plie. Already done with that first set. First position, lift and lower. Lift, lower. So take a moment for your posture, no butts out. It's really easy to do that. Doesn't have to be crazy turnout. Lift, lower, lift. Maybe you're taking a hand to your stomach or your low back. Double time. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Good, spread your toes, try to relax them. Again, that lift, press and stay, press and stay. All the way down, press and stay. Push your arches, up and over. 16 double time right here. 16, 15, 15. We only have one more position, so I know you can do this. Nice and tall, 4, 3, 2, 1, plie. Okay, wide second position. Lift and lower, lift, lower, lift. Squeeze your butt. I don't want a tucked tailbone, like awkward, but long, weighted. All right, double time, here we go. Pull up your kneecaps. Sometimes it's possible to do this with saggy knees too. That's not the same as an engaged leg. So flex your quads for me. And you're gonna feel this probably a little bit lower in your calf. That's just the nature of that wide stance. Press and hold, hold. Pull up your quads, squeeze your butt. Everything should be active. Double time 16, we're done. 16, 15. Can we take our arms to fifth? Because we're dancers. Maybe in another life. 4, 3, 2, 1, plie. I even took breaks and that was hard. Give yourself a stretch moment. A breath into each calf. All right, so this one is totally single-sided. We're gonna have our one hand on the bar. Does this look like your right leg or your left leg? I'm gonna do my right leg. You do your right leg too. This probably looks like your left leg. So maybe I'll start like this. I never know what turns out on video, right? So we're gonna try to find a fourth position from ballet, which is your outside leg, opposite from the one holding the bar, is crossed in the front. And then we're gonna rise and then recross just a little bit. Take a demi-plie. So if I was in front of you, your toes should line up like you're on a little tightrope. Okay, give me a little demi, a little stretch. Here we go, non-stop thigh work on side number one. Now don't get too aggressive with turnout. I don't need those knees getting all wonky. Keep them in a nice hip alignment position, a little faster down, and then knees over the toes as best you can manage. Something to watch here is that you're not pulled back in your back hip and that your weight isn't unevenly shifted between the front and the back leg. So give me a little balance moment. Keep that pulse inside arm to the hip. That's just gonna show you if you were favoring one leg or the other. You can either leave that hand off or re-grab, it's up to you. We're gonna drop and stay, and you're not gonna come up. You're gonna try to get a little lower. Now, if you can, give me permission to push you across this video. Drop and stay. Drop and stay. Even moving like a 1/16 of an inch should really increase your workload here. So keep yourself accountable. Okay, one plie, one little tuck. Plie, little tuck. Holy cow, plie, little tuck. Keep your weight evenly distributed between those legs. Plie, tuck. Just the tuck, take it under, under, under. Just a few different variations here to keep you active in the brain. Down for 3, down, 2, 3, little up. Now if I can come into your living room or in your room right now, I'd be like, come on, lower, lower, you can do it. Push yourself, lower, lower, lower. Because it's that part that makes the difference. All right, back to that pulse, down. We're gonna shift our weight to the back leg. You can lower the heel, but not all the way. All right, other leg extends in front of you, and we're all focused on the supporting leg. Your quad should be crying. Down and stay, down. Little up, down. Little up. My movement is very small. The goal is not to torque the knee or really challenge it in a bad way. You're just strengthening each side, keeping that kneecap just where it needs to be. Triplet, down, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. Single leg stuff is really hard, and it's good for us. 4 more. Down, 2, 3. Try to point those toes. You're almost done. 2, 2, 3. 8 pulses, and we drop that heel entirely. 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm feeling it too. 3, 2. You're gonna lower the heel. Lift the free leg. Lift, lower. You wanna take a balance? Be my guest. My bottom knee is bent. Little pulse. Up, up. Now this is a stability challenge. So don't focus on the height of the leg. Little circle towards your midline. Circle, circle. So towards that opposite shoulder. Nothing moves here. Reverse the circle. 8, 7, 6. You might feel all sorts of quad and a little hip flexor. It's okay. All right, back to that pulse. You're gonna flex your toes. Little bend and press right here. Little bend, press, bend. Now again, if I could crawl through the camera, I would pull your knee to the side. maximizing the turnout. A little faster, accent to the press. 8, 7, look down at your own quad, flex it. 4, last thing you guys, I promise, keep it straight, lift and lower. Lift, down an inch, just an inch. Lead, scoop with the heel, inner thigh, a little faster for 8, we're done. 7, 6, 5, this leg is gonna run a jump, open to side, to a grand plie second. Take a moment, shake out your hips. Sometimes I need like a little stretch here. Pop the back. Woo! When you're ready, a full grand plie. Keep it light, keep it easy. Down and up. Assess the situation in your hips. If you need to hinge a little bit, sometimes that can feel a lot nicer in the hips. Don't overturn out. If this is like a little more realistic, I'm trying to find maybe down and up. Then take that less wide turned out stance. Drop and stay, hold. If you can, other hand comes to the hip, down an inch, up an inch. Now it's time to get gritty with yourself here. Okay, you're like down an inch, up an inch, gotta get lower. You can do it. A little faster, not a long set here at all. Okay, you can do this. I don't know why I'm like creeping in on the camera. I'm like, let's go. Triplet, down, 2, 3. I want you to dig deeper. Your focus can go deeper. Your hips can go deeper. Woo. Jog the heels right and left. Go right heel, left heel. So just a little pop of the heels. Shake out those feet. Final phrase and we're done. 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep it active. 2, 1, and stretch. I couldn't even lift the heel on that one. That's awesome. Shake your legs out. Give your quads a quick stretch. Give them some love because we're going to go straight into that other side. And I want you to feel fresh-ish. Grab some water. All right, what did we do first? 4th position. So flip around to the other side if you're set up like that. Cross it over, rise, and then recross so you're like on a little tightrope here. Nice posture. Give me a little down an inch, up an inch, down. Do all those same checks. So make sure you don't have a wandering hip going back. Square hips. And then take that inside hand off so that we're not favoring one foot or the other. A little faster into that little pulse. Woo! Down and stay. Stay. Here's where you gotta get real. A little lower. A little lower. Especially you guys, if you do barre a lot, you know you have to keep pushing. Otherwise, you're not gonna make those same gains that you did when you first started. Little plie, little tuck. Plie and tuck. Especially when you're at home, it's easy to be like, I don't really want to do that. I want to go get a snack instead. Don't. Try to push yourself really hard. It's good. Just the tuck. Under, under. Keep pushing. Good. Little triplets. Keep the brain active. Down, 2, 3. Little left. Down, 2, 3. Heels can be super high or drop down. It's up to you. 4 more. 4, 2, 3. 2. All right, find me that pulse again. We're gonna shift the weight back. All right, we're already there. Lower the heel a little bit, but not all the way. Straighten the other leg. Think positive thoughts about that supporting leg. Slow it down. Down an inch, up an inch. If you're not shaking, you can do more. I've got like the shaky thigh, and I think it's fun. Like keep yourself encouraged and positive about that feeling. Little triplet. Take it down. 2, 3. Try to point the foot and pull up the kneecap of that lifted leg. 4 more. 4, 2, 3. Remember guys, it doesn't have to be big. We're looking for tension on the muscle. 8 pulses and we're totally out of that. 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm hearing phantom cries of my kids, but I know that's not real. Drop your heel. Lift and lower with this working leg. Lift. Where's my beat? Lift. Lower. That's it. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. My kids aren't even here. They're at grandma's house. But I'm like still hearing them. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. That always happens to me in the shower. Little pulses. I'm like, I turn off the shower, shampoo in my hair. I'm like, who needs me? Nobody. Nobody needs me. Little circles. In. In. So towards that shoulder, this part of your torso should be very still. reverse, around. Just catch yourself if you're doing like some crazy hula. Flex the foot. Here we go. Bend, push. Look at your own knee. Pull it to the side. Maybe you gotta like slap your leg a little bit. Get out there. A little faster. Exit now. Out, out. Flex your quad. Look at her. Flex it. 4, 3, 2. Keep it straight. Up and in, down and in. Lift, 4, lift. No momentum, you guys. Pure muscle control. 3, down. Long joints. No bent knees. Double 10 pulse and we're out. Here's 8, 7. Remember, we're gonna run a jump. Go ahead and face me at the camera this time. 3, 2, 1. So I don't care what direction you face, but just no hands on the bar. We're gonna hinge more this time. There we go. Plie, down an inch, up halfway. So from the side, you should be like very, very flat back. I think TNA, so stick the chest out, stick the booty out a little bit, down. And you'll usually end up with a pretty flat back. A little faster, down, down. Be aware, again, your hips are your very own. They're not someone else's. They're not like 180-degree turnout maybe. Woo, so work with it. We're in that hinge, little triplet. Down, 2, 3, shoulders down. If it's easier, hands to prayer. 4 more. We're gonna do the best / the worst tempo left to do to finish up this set. Down for 2 counts, up and 1. Down, 2, up an inch and hold. Down for 2, up an inch and hold. The tension is real. Down, 2, up an inch and stay. 1 more. Down. Okay, 16 of your best pulses, 16. If you were in that hinge really well, come back up. Let's take the arms to a ballet fifth, as low as you can go through the hips. 7, come on, push yourself. 5, 4, chin up. 3, 2, 1. We're done. Shake it out. Again, a quad stretch. We'll take a sip of water and we're moving on. Back of the body, we got booty work, little hamstring, abs, stretch, and we're done. To start this back of the body work, you're gonna need to put something behind your knee. And I would recommend a weight, but you can absolutely put the ball back there as well, or nothing at all, okay? So there's options for you. We're gonna start upright. If you're holding onto a counter or a bar, you're gonna be profile. Let's start with your right leg again. So I want your bottom knee soft, put whatever you want back behind your knee, and your kneecap needs to be down towards the ground. So make sure that that thigh is matching the supporting leg thigh. Drop your tailbone and squeeze your butt a little bit, but we're gonna be moving to the side. Out, 2, and down. Surprise! Take it out. 2, down. 2. And the way you're gonna really get the most benefit out of this exercise is to really squeeze your hips forward. It's a little bit easier to do this exercise like with your butt hanging out. You're not gonna get half of the effect. So keep your hips forward. With that, you get a lot of hamstring and like under booty engagement. So good. A little faster. Out and up. Out and down. Let me face you for a second. Something really important to note is that I'm not opening my pelvis or shifting. You can even put your outside hand on that hip. You should feel like you run right into a wall, and that's where you're limited. Little pulse here. 8, 7, 6, 5. Really try to find that little divot. That's where you're gonna feel it. Big circle, out, back and around. Out, back and around. My hamstring is working, even though I'm also working that medial glute. Woo! 3, and around. 2 more. 2. Good, now keep in that turned out position. Little pulse. 8, 7, 6. We're gonna turn and face your bar a little bit. 3, 2, 1. So take the knees parallel again. You're gonna face your bar a little bit, just so that you can use both hands. Pitch forward, we're just gonna press straight behind you and back down. Straight behind, back down. You're welcome to flex your foot if that feels better on your knee. My supporting leg is still soft here. Abs are scooped, shoulders are down. If you're on a flat surface, you might wanna reach your right hand a little farther. It's gonna help elongate the back there. 2 more. 1, little pulse right here. So try to poke your toe to the ceiling. Up, up. Word of caution, you're gonna feel your supporting leg. A lot of bar supporting or standing leg seat work, booty work does that. And it's good, it's for stability. Okay, stay there with your thigh lifted. We're just gonna externally rotate for 2. and then back down for 2. So a good cue here is to think, keep that back thigh really lifted. You're just turning a key in the lock. And if your supporting leg is killing you, come up a little higher, a little faster. Open, close, open, close. We're almost done with the weight, you guys, so stay with me. You have 4 more. We're gonna stay and turn out and just pulse to the end. 2 more, 2. Okay, so stay open, cross the leg behind you a little bit. Give me a nice little pulse. So I turned out my supporting leg just a smidge. 10 more. I'm really feeling my supporting leg, medial glute, but that's good. That's totally fine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your weight. Am I the only one that's like makes crazy faces and noises when you come out of an exercise? Ideally, you're gonna turn all the way over and face your bar. Forearms down. I'm gonna face here as well. Your right leg is behind you. Lift, lower. So I guess if you're following me, right leg, lift, lower, lift. With the forearms down on your surface, you should be able to push and therefore keep your shoulders down. That's the goal. All right, little pulse. You're welcome to open the hips here if you'd like, or keep them pretty square. Good, triplet. Up, 2, 3. Pull back to get a little bit of tension out of that supporting leg. Good, lift and lower again. Lift, lower. For this exercise, we're keeping the booty behind us, trying to get a little stretch deeper across the glute. Oh, I'm feeling that standing leg. That's fine. 2 more. 2, 1. Hold 16 of your best pulses here. 16, 15. So I'm going to try to really pull away. Find that glute. 10, 9, 8. Whack the leg if you want. 6, 5. Push it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Oh. Little figure 4 on both legs. We're going to come down to the floor. We get a nice, lovely relief for the sides of your hips here. Gosh, it never gets easier. I don't think. I don't know. Grab your ball. This is hard, so that's fun. You're gonna take your feet on your ball. If you don't have a ball, you can totally put your feet on your couch or a chair or an ottoman, something with your feet up. Now we're gonna bridge with our feet on the ball. If you haven't done this before, if your feet are straight on the top, it's gonna be hard. So flex your feet a little bit and roll your heels towards the ground. Don't touch your heels to the ground, but you're gonna push down and forward. A lot easier. Okay, so down we go. Roll the hips up for 2 and down for 2. Now, I don't mind if your knees are slightly open, if that feels a little bit better. We're trying to really connect to the hamstrings. Down. I'm gonna do 2 more slow. Just maybe even a hand on your ribs. I don't want you to bridge really high. So if you look at the video, I don't want this part of your back off the floor. Little faster. Up, down. Try to really, what's the word I'm looking for? Initiate this exercise from your feet. So your feet pushing into the ball is where it starts. Your quality of movement is going to be a little different. Little pulse to the top. Squeeze, squeeze. Slow that down. Up an inch. Up, little down. Push your feet down and forward into the ball. It should be a little wiggly. That's what makes this interesting. Your brain and neuromuscular system are like, what? All right, little hold here. Press and hold. Press and hold. Clamp your cheeks together like you're picking up a penny off the floor with your butt cheeks. I don't care if that's a weird analogy. All right, 8 little pulses here. 8, 7. You're just deepening the contraction, you guys. I don't even have to see it. 3, 2, 1. That was our warm-up. How awesome. Okay, right foot is going against the ball. Left foot, let me demo this side first. Pick a side, any side. The free foot is gonna go flat and then lift your heel. Start that bridge again. Lower, lift, and lower. So in this manner, you are still supporting with this other leg, but hardly by being on the toes. Makes things a little more exciting. Little pulse. It's already hard. You know that I'm gonna ask you to pick this free leg off the floor, right? Yeah, and you're gonna try it. You're absolutely gonna try it. Don't poop out on me. You can do this. Okay, so hips up, stay. Try to float the leg to tabletop. Up an inch down. Up, down. If that's going well, go ahead and unfold the toe to the ceiling. Use your hands to push on the floor. You can do it. 2, 1, 8 fast, and we switch legs. You got this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We could have done more. What am I doing? Making this class easy. Okay, switch feet. Other foot flat, and then lift the heel. Lift and lower with the hips. So just give yourself a second. Fix the ball however you need to. Just a little toe on the floor for support. Hips are even. You're really feeling that hamstring on the other side. Little pulse to the top. Squeeze, squeeze. All right, squeeze your shoulder blades, hands flat into the ground. Get ready, lift that free leg. You got it. I always like to try to tabletop, and then if everything's good, unfold, up an inch, down an inch. Here we go. You're really in control. You're still pushing from the foot. Lift, lower, lift. 2 more slow. 8 pulses, and we're back to standing up to finish up our booty work. Here we go. 8, 7, you can do it. Push your shoulders into the floor. 5, dig in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Oh gosh. All right, sometimes just a little kick to the ceiling is an appropriate stretch. You can roll up, take a full stretch forward. Oh, yes. Okay, get some water. We gotta stand up and finish the other side. We do have 2 legs. Stand up like you have energy. Don't stop the video and get a snack. I have that problem a lot. A lot. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot. Okay, other leg. So whatever you use, ball, weight, nothing at all. Heavy tailbone, shoulders back. Make sure that working leg is down, not forward. All right, squeeze your hips forward. We're gonna go 2 counts out to the side. Out, 2. Now let's bring our attention back to what we talked about at the beginning of our mental approach to a second side. Rather than being like, why are we not done yet? I've got things to do. My to-do list is calling my name. Maybe I should just stop. No, we're gonna approach this even more focused, even more targeted in our intention. A little faster. Out, down. Listening to your body. Maybe going a little deeper in how you do this. Not just going through the motions. That's what's so awesome about barre. It's like a very mindful way to work out. Little pulse, side, side. So in this side, I have the desire to just let my butt go. Don't do it. Plant that booty under. That's really gonna activate the hamstring. We want that. I don't wanna waste your time here today. Circle up and back. Here we go. Up, back and around. Try to stay as relaxed as possible on your supporting leg. You know what's coming for you. 4. Positivity. I'm like, all right, everything's fine. 2. 1, keep it turned out, back to that little pulse. 8, 7, 6. So this is where we're gonna turn on the diagonal to your barre. 3, 2, knees back together. Oh, my hamstring's cramping. All right, down a little farther, press and down. I'm just gonna fix my weight here. You can flex the back foot if that helps you. Try your best to relax the supporting leg. It's more mental than you think. If you just tell your butt to relax, it will help a lot. Little poke to the ceiling. So I mean, if I have a flexed foot, I think about making a footprint up on the ceiling. If my foot is pointed, I think about poking through my ceiling, actually like lifting the ceiling with my toenail. Okay, little trip lift. Take it out. Up, 2, 3. Keep those abs scooped and those shoulders down no matter what. Here we go for our rotation. Keep the thigh up. Open for 2. Out. I was so excited that I spit a little bit. Woo! I'm a llama. All right, 2 more slow. Yes, I know your supporting leg should be crying a little bit. We're all in this together. A little faster. Out, down, out, down. Try to keep your thigh lifted. Just a little rotation. 4 more. Oh my gosh, my hamstring on this side. Cramping. 2, we're gonna stay turned out. Stay with me. Cross it over. Little pulse. You got 15 more. 14, 13. Pull back off that heel if you're just, oh my gosh, I almost dropped my weight because my hamstring was giving out. 7, 6. It's exciting to see what your body is capable of. 3, 2, 1. I'm trembling like a leaf. What is going on? All right, shake it out. If you have like a flat surface, face the bar. Your left leg should be behind you. I'm gonna lift so that we're on the same page, or switch, sorry. I'm at the point of the workout where my brain like all the blood flow is to my muscles, so my brain doesn't work, and then words don't work either. Okay, stay in it. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Little pulse. Make those adjustments. I know your supporting leg's gonna be feeling it. So shoulders down, abs in, support your core. Triple. Up, 2, 3. Find your glute. Both of them are on, but you're really trying to fire the glute of the working lifted leg. 2 more. Up, 2, 3. Okay, full lift and lower again. Lift, lower. If you need to come up a little bit, be my guest. Fight for it. Whack that leg. 4, down, 3. This is where it's like, it's so hard. So make faces, make noises if you need to. 16 pulses. 16, 15. I would love to drop my leg right now, but I'm not going to, and neither are you. You can pull your weight into your heel. Final 8, 7, come on, stretch, lift. 5, 4, don't let gravity take you down. 2, 1, and release. Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. Cross your leg. Okay, ab work today is kind of fun. We're using our weights to stabilize overhead, and I love what it adds. So I hope you love it too. I can't even stand right now. Okay. So get your Pilates ball. We'll need that close, but just to start, you need your weights, and we're gonna hold them overhead when we're laying flat. This provides sort of an anchor for your shoulders, which is awesome. You can increase the tension by dropping your arms a little farther over your head. I'll show you that in a second. So just lay flat for now. Arms pressed straight overhead and pull your shoulder blades down into your back. Inhale, and I want you to exhale like you have a little corset on. Pull your ribs together. Float one leg up at a time. Let's do flex feet today. Tabletop. Okay, nice long back, not overly smashed into the mat, a little bit neutral, just hold. Get a sense for this. My abs are already on. We're gonna drive one foot out with a nice exhale. Exhale. Inhale, reset. Exhale. Inhale, reset. Exhale. So a few things to watch. I don't want your knees to come in too far. That like totally negates the work. So try to make sure that you're at true tabletop and really exhale. You can drop your leg quite low or about halfway, a little faster. Be weird with your breath. Exhale. Now, keep going, but to make this harder, you're gonna touch your weights together and then drop the weight a little bit over your head. Keep your shoulders down. Good, a little faster with the legs. Switch, switch, switch. Good, 10, 9. You can reach those weights as far over the back as you want to. 4, 3, 2, 1, little rest. Cool. Okay, we're gonna do that again with straight legs, modified to slight bent if you need to. Arms overhead, legs straight up the wall. Drop the shoulders into the back. Okay, one leg at a time. Switch and hold. Exhale. 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 So to modify, you just micro bend those legs. Now, we're gonna stay at this tempo for a moment because we're gonna do something slightly different through the arms. Again, collect the weights together. This time you're gonna bend them to like a 3/4 position and take them all the way overhead and set them on the ground. A little faster with the legs. I'm gonna bend a little bit, not because of flexibility, but because holy heck, I'm feeling my abs. Draw your shoulder blades down. This resembles a position in which you're hanging. For my aerialists, it's like you're hanging from a bar a little bit, or just holding on to something above you and doing low ab work this way. 3, 2, 1. Rest your legs a little bit. I'm just conscious of hip flexors. Leave your arms where they are. Whew. All right, we're gonna leave those arms, drop your shoulders down. Legs back up to tabletop, zip the toes together. Both legs down for 2. And up for 2. I gotta really breathe. Otherwise my ab separation totally owns me. Exhale. Okay, a little faster, mine's gonna be really boring and small. Low drop. Exhale. Exhale. Keep the shoulders down. Use the weights as an anchor. 4, 3, you can probably get your toes way lower. 2, 1, little leg break again. Ah! You know we're gonna do it straight legs, right? All right, straight legs, down for 2. And up for 2. Oh, mine are so low. So not low, I'm sorry. Oh. I'm just really feeling this with the arms up. Down, and up. 2 more. Instead of going fast, we're gonna finish with reverse curls. 2. So I'm gonna straighten my legs all the way up to the ceiling, reverse curl, up and down. So this is cool because you can pull just ever so slightly. I'm pulling on the top head of these weights. Oh my gosh, my lower abs are on fire. I'm gonna micro bend my knees to try to take the hip flexors out of it. 2, 1, double time. Here we go. Should we do 32? Yes. No, let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm gonna lose my form. 4, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. I hope that was way easier for you. I truly do, because that just kicked my butt. Okay, 1 more long set, and that's it. So take your ball behind your back, wherever you like it. A little closer to the tailbone is gonna be a lot more support upright. A little bit up the back is gonna take you a little lower. Scoop. Reach your arms forward. Little curl. Little down. Nothing fancy, just nice and deep. Try to turn off your legs. If it helps you, you can straighten them all the way out. Make any adjustments you need. Little faster. Exhale, exhale. So at any point you can modify by holding the backs of the legs. Slow triplet to the top. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not thinking about climbing higher. I'm like getting more tension. I'm trying to scoop. 1. Pushing my back more into the ball, which in turn allows my body to flex. A little faster. Up, 2, 3. This ball feels weird on my back. This one's a little bit deflated. You can buy these on Amazon for like $6, by the way. I should link that. 2, 3. All right, little reset. We're gonna take the arms to first position. We're gonna do a little ballet. So take your right arm. This is my lift arm. One of your arms that's up. We're gonna go to the open side of the arm. So 1 curl, 1 little twist to the low arm. Little curl. Tuck your chin in, try to reduce neck tension. Little faster. Curl, twist, curl, twist. The twist is really small. To modify, you will take that low arm behind the thigh. Twist. 2 more. 2. Now we're just gonna really hone in on the twist. Big exhale right here. Just a twist. Exhale. Exhale. Modify whenever you need to. I needed a few with the hand, and then I'm back at it. 2 more. 2. We're gonna pulse it, and then we rest before the other side. Let's finish it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Lead with that shoulder. 2, 1, reset. My neck gets tight. I bet yours does too. All right, other side, you ready? Scoop. Other arm up, 1 little lift, 1 twist. Lift, twist. So I'm really leading and driving with my upper shoulder. Lift, twist. 4. Try not to contract and then let it go for your twist. That can happen. Just the twist. Exhale, over. Hand on the thigh if you need it. I do. 4, 3, holy heck. 2, 8 pulses. We're gonna finish this out with a little forearm plank. 7, 6, 5. They're really small, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Up and off that ball. Immediately flip it on over. Forearm plank on the tops of the knees. So hips forward, and I'm gonna ask you to almost let your belly out and your ribs out here. That's where we start from. Exhale. Release. So I never want you to go to like a full arch position, but somewhere where you're experiencing like a little bit of relaxation, and then pull up. Picture that you're still doing a crunch or a curl. Push your forearms into the mat. 4 more. 4, 3. We have a 16 count. Forearm plank hold. Try to tuck your toes with me. Here's 16. We stretch after this. Lengthen your neck. Close your eyes if you need to. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Tell yourself something encouraging. Ready, guys? 4 more counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Knees down, hips back. Awesome job. All right, we're gonna head into a little stretch here. I'm gonna change my music. As always, if you have time to stretch with me, that would be awesome. Your body would love that. If you gotta run, I get it. Whatever works for you today. Okay, get some water and we're gonna flip onto our back. Lay on your back and I want you to pick a leg, doesn't matter which leg, and just cross it over like you're sitting in a little tight skirt at a nice lunch. And then pull your knees to your chest, reach for the farthest kneecap. This is a super subtle stretch in my opinion. So the more you can relax, the more you're gonna get out of this. I'd like you to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. And your goal is to relax everything. Start from your forehead, cheeks, jaw, shoulders, back, hips, knees, feet. If you can feel like your feet are heavy, let them drop down and then pull your knee in tight. You're gonna get a better stretch here. Should just be a nice subtle stretch across your hip. We're gonna open the top leg to a classic figure 4. Reach through the knee. Pull that far thigh in. Sit with that stretch for a moment. You can rock side to side. I know we got our hips, supporting leg, all of that really good. So I wanna provide a nice stretch for that. Good, bottom leg is gonna stretch all the way out. Your top leg is just gonna cross over for a nice spinal twist. So over we go. Go ahead and look towards that knee and then open your top hand. Close your eyes again and just sit with that stretch. If it feels really tight, try to breathe into the tight areas. And if it doesn't feel that crazy, then just enjoy that your body's nice and loose here. One more breath. Roll back onto your spine. We're just gonna switch legs, very simple. So cross the other leg, nice and tight. Pull that whole shape in, reach for the far kneecap, and then just pull. Again, a quick checklist through the top of the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, shoulders, back, arms, biceps, elbows, hips, thighs, knees, ankles, heavy feet. Deep breath. On your next exhale, pull. Hug your legs like you really like them. You're like, oh, love you, legs. Thanks for all you did for me today. Open the top leg to a figure 4, reach through. And again, just sit with that stretch with your own body. Everyone's body is different. A little rock side to side if you need it. Find a good spot and breathe through it. Bottom leg goes long, the top leg's just gonna cross all the way over. I like to fully roll to that side and then open the top arm like a book. Oh. Take a moment to breathe into that. If you have that tight spot, act as if you could send oxygen just to that specific area of your back and really heal it, open it up. Good. Roll back onto your spine. We're gonna have a little roll up, sit up moment. Pretty simple, 2 stretches to finish. And then I have a little homework for you, internal work. You can obviously not do this, but let's take soles of the feet together. I was going through a journal and full disclosure, when I did my bikini competition, I've had some eating issues like when I was a ballet dancer, and it triggered me so bad. When I was after that show, I was binge eating really bad. And I found this thing online. I'll share it in a second. Just enjoy your stretch. But I was going through my journal when I was in that phase of life. And I was trying to get myself under control with like binge eating. I don't know if you've ever had that problem. Stretch your legs out. Last stretch here. But my hamstrings are sore or tight or balled up a little bit from just that little bit of hamstring bridge. So take a breath, try to open up your hamstrings. You stand and measure a little taller after you've stretched your hamstrings. So I love that way of thinking. Nice deep breath. And then roll. curl up. So this is what I want to give you. You might think this is weird, or you might love this. You have to do this in the mirror. It works the best this way. Just get really awkward with yourself, like shut the bathroom door or wherever you are. And you have to look at yourself in the mirror. And you're gonna say, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry. Just try it. I'm not even gonna tell you what it could bring up or anything like that. It's just such an interesting series of words. I was doing that, I read that in a video or a blog or something that I was reading about, like, because eating disorders usually come from a source of self-hatred or, you know, just lack of respect for yourself. And it's so interesting. Like, I feel so many things. I'll keep this really short, I promise. First of all, when's the last time you said thank you to yourself? Like, that's weird. For me, that's the weirdest one. I'm like, thank you. But now I have a deeper sense of that because I've had children, and I'm like, wow, I have a little more respect for my body, and, you know, we've done some things together. I'm like, thank you. That's crazy. And then I love you is kind of awkward to say to yourself. So that sometimes brings up some weird stuff. And then I'm sorry, you know, gosh, that just, it can bring up so many things. Like, I don't know what you've told yourself in the past or what kind of things have happened to you. And to say I'm sorry to yourself is really powerful too. So I just want to leave you with that. I was thinking about that because I came across that and I thought I would share. You don't have to comment about it. I'm actually not going to ask you to comment about something weird today, but just something fun to try, because I think we should be working out physically and on the inside too, you know? So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Have a kick-ass day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.